Welcome back to our channel, family. Today is day 26 of our 30 days of what we eat in a day videos. If you have not been with us before, I challenged myself to post one video per day for at least 30 days. So definitely like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I will for sure see you all after these 30 days, but I just won't be posting every day. Okay, so we started off the morning with a strawberry slush. It has been so hot here, so I wanted to start off hydrating right away and use up these strawberries I had. In the slush is just fresh strawberries, fizzy water or sparkling water, no sugar added in there, it's just flavor, and then some ice and agave, and that was it. Oh, it was so good. Here's Coconut. He's super confused because there used to be a third shelf there and we had to take it down because it was loose. So he just stares at that space all day. We'll have to put the shelf back up at some point. Okay, so for lunch we got into some salads, some big green salads. For the dressing is hummus, a little soy-free soy sauce, and some apple cider vinegar and maple syrup. I mix that up and then I'm just going to toss in some super greens, and that's it for our salads. After the salads, the kids wanted a little something more, so I just made the rest of this mini farfalle. It wasn't a full box. There was just enough for them too in there. These guys are so cute. My son had actually asked for some bow tie pastas, and when I tried to order the groceries, they didn't have any gluten-free ones, so these are not gluten-free. But for the sauce, I'm keeping it simple here. Again, you guys, it's just a little sea salt, black pepper, olive oil, a little butter, and a little nutritional yeast. And then I toss the pasta in with the mix there with the sauce. When snack time came around, we had some oranges. These are not easy peel oranges, so I'm just peeling them because they can get kind of juicy when the skin. Some oranges are not very easy to peel, so then when the kids are trying to peel them, they get all juiced up. So I'm just peeling them here, and then after that, a little treat. I grabbed these at my little last grocery store trip. I like them because they're top allergen free and there are no artificial colors or flavors in them. There was a time where I only had my kids eating baked goods that I made. That's how I grew up. Like, I don't think I ever ate a store-bought baked good. My mom was constantly baking, but I'm a bit more lax now. I will, we buy some treats here and there, and the kids really enjoy them. So we had light breakfast and light lunch. So we're going in for dinner. I am making some potatoes au gratin, and I have not made this in I don't know how long. The kids were really small the last time I did. I am sure why. I was going to say I'm not sure why, but a lot of the times the kids don't enjoy like casserole type things or potato dishes done in the oven. They're kind of picky on those items. So this time I was like, I think they might enjoy this. But this was something I had as a kid all the time. This was one of the favorite things that my mom would make, and I loved so much. So I'm just slicing up the potatoes there. I don't know how big that is, a half inch or quarter inch maybe. But for my sauce, I have found that these Daiya cheese slices and the Daiya cheddar block makes the creamiest, most wonderful sauces, not goopy or anything. Those two cheeses together, not the Daiya shreds, but these slices and the block shredded. It just makes a great cheese sauce. So that's what I always use for my cheese sauces when I have it. So I'm starting with a roux. So I'm melting down some butter. I'm going to put in a little gluten-free flour. So it's about 1 tablespoon of butter, and I think I'm going to put about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the gluten-free flour till I get a paste. And then I'm going to start working in my oat milk. And the trick is to add it in slowly so that you don't get a lumpy sauce. So little by little, add in your oat milk, mix it in, add some more, mix it in. I'm using about 2 cups of oat milk here. And then to that, I'm adding in 1 of my bouillon cubes. And I could have put this in my water and made like a vegetable broth, then poured it in. But I just went ahead and put the bouillon cube in, and then I add about a cup of water afterwards. So that takes the place of my broth. I'm kicking it up just a little bit with some crystal. And then once all this is together, I work in my cheese slices. And I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper, a little sea salt, and a little nutritional yeast to all of this as well. There goes my water, and that's for my water. My bouillon is taking the place of what I would usually use as a vegetable broth. A little onion powder as well. I think onion powder goes well with cheese sauces. And then I'm going to work in my shredded cheese. I did about half a block of that block of cheese you saw there. Mix everything up, and my sauce is done. I don't want it too thick because it's going to bake with the potatoes in the oven and thicken up. I'm going to start my layers with that cheese sauce at the bottom. 1 layer of potatoes down. I actually did 2 layers of potatoes because I had quite a bit of cheese sauce started with. I thought about 1/3 of the sauce. So do your layer of potatoes there. And then I'm going to put onion just on 1 little portion because I know that my husband and my kids are not going to want the way I sliced it. If it was finely chopped, then it would be fine, but they're not going to want the slices of onion. So I'm just putting that on my side, continuing with my layers all the way up to the top layer, and I'll end with the cheese sauce at the top. I'm going to cover this with foil because my top got broken. So I'm covering this with foil and putting it in a very high heat oven, about 425, until the potatoes are tender and have soaked up some of that cheese sauce. On the sides, we're going to have some corn. So I'm just boiling that up. I'm going to add some butter and then a little lemon pepper to the corn. And then I'm going to make some frozen peas. So it's going to be peas, a little butter, and a little sea salt as well. Oh, doesn't that look so darn good? It tasted just like my childhood. I was so happy I made this. And this is kind of what I call like a standard American meal. You know, it reminds me of something a standard American dinner would be like. Anywho, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you tomorrow for day 26. Okay, bye.